Hi everyone, let's talk about ABVC BioPharma. It's a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that develops drugs and medical devices to fulfill unmet medical needs in the United States. Market cap is 67 million, and I think this is one of the pump and dump stocks. This has been all time, by the way. This is just a quick reminder, minus 80%. So they had their peak back in 2019, and I guess since that they decreased. Okay, 82, but it had been worse. Yeah, minus 99.97. So those who invested in earlier stages could almost lose their all money if like virtually, of course, if they didn't sell. But anyway, it hurts. But anyway, this is currently trending upwards 150%. I'm not sure if this is squeezed because there was news about the social media activity on this one, and but since I research and analyze based on fundamentals, we see there's a lot of risks. Revenue, this is one of the simple Wall Street rewards, so this is one of the good news of the company is the revenue is forecasted to grow 74% per year. On the risk side, earnings have declined by 11% per year over the past 5 years, has less than 1 year of cash runaway, highly volatile share price. So last time we see that kind of movement back in May 10th when the price went as high as almost $30 per share, so that's pretty huge. And even currently this had been over 11, so it made 1,000% within a single day. The volumes are getting high also, so 87 million, and we see there's a double bottom, but it's so appointment, so this is actually, we see that maybe there's a strong support level at $2 per share, and resistance might be here, so $6 per share. And yeah, they are making less than 1 million in revenue, 472,000, and there's also 3 more risks. Shareholders have been diluted, so they printed a lot of shares out. Yeah, I guess shares outstanding keep every year increasing. This is not good for the shareholders, but for the companies, it's nice to have extra money. And yeah, does not have meaningful market cap, which is 67 million. Price volatility of the price at the lowest. Shareholder return, 1 year return minus 34%. Of course, with those numbers, it doesn't outbeat the US biotech industry that they're working in and US market. Volatility about the company, founded 2015, employees 32. And this is one of the interesting also. So fundamental summary, market cap 67 million, revenue half a million. Earnings, by the way, are almost minus 10 million. So this is quite, I guess, overvaluated. But on the valuation side, we don't see any price targets, neither the tip ranks or simple Wall Street. Well, luckily I found this on the Market Watch. Yeah, actually this is on average 950, so it has still the upside based on Market Watch. 950 is the price target. Future growth 74% is forecasted annual earning growth. There is slightly forecasted the revenue growth as it would, unfortunately it's not it's not forecasted to down to the same as the revenue end of 2023. But anyway, to grow, the earnings will grow based on analyst forecast. and earnings per share growth is forecasted as well as to grow. They might cross the line maybe next year, I guess. Maybe not. Past performance, we've seen that it had been pretty volatile on the earnings side. It had actually -11, then they somehow managed to decrease the profit losses, and once again they are hitting near to the 10 million. And actually they have some revenue currently, since they hadn't few years back. Company is unprofitable, and financial health side. This is interesting also. The equity is decreasing and reaching almost zero, but that's not good. Yeah, they're printed. There's the one of the diluting. They printed the shares out. It's growing, I guess, 3 million per year since the 2019, and this is one of the years. I guess there was first, second, and third here, but notice that the depth is very high compared to the cash that they have. So I'm not sure, pretty sure that they invested in the operating cash flows, and currently we see the trend that the depth is at the same level as it was last year. Cash is decreasing. Currently the cash is less than 1 million and equity near to half of the million. If this trend continues, they will have same as they had back in 19, 18, 17. That means that negative shareholder equity. And this is a very serious situation. By the way, here's the red line debt level. Debt to equity ratio is 942%. This is considered as very high. So for the company, for the shareholders, this is the pretty sticky situation. Balance sheet looks on the liability side quite big reddish dot there, and they're not paying dividends. Most important information is the insiders, no volumes there. Ownership breakdown. By the way, insiders holding 61% of the company, general public 35, private companies less than 3, institutions 0.2. Top shareholders, we see here that the chairman, chief business officer holding the biggest pie, 38%. It increased 8%. There's another one, chief strategy officer, decreased 20% of its stocks. And by the way, there's a lot of individuals here. I see Vanguard is here, by the way. BioLight. So pretty few of the companies is here. Let's check this one, as I said. So shares outstanding keep every year increasing, and total sales, they by the way decreasing. Here you can compare. It's not, I guess this is one of the pump and dump stocks, because the fundamentals are not looking good, and since this is a clinical stage company, this might be shorted very toughly, and I guess this is one of the squeezes that we see currently. And this is, by the way, decreasing and decreasing since it passed the 11 line, almost 11 had there. Since that, so within 4 hours, 46% on the negative side. This is one of the things that you need to keep in mind watching these kind of stocks. And investing.com summary the stock for long-term investors as a strong buy, but don't believe that kind of stuff. Technical indicators is a buy. This can be misleading information here. I'm not sure why. So this is actually, in my perspective, this is gambling. And let's check the comments. Does anyone know behind the moves? No news, just to justify the spike. See how slow this place is news? You don't find it out what makes. Yeah, I guess if there's no news on any company which have been like double itself, double the market cap, or even more, you can be pretty sure that this is the short squeeze. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and see you in the future one.